Shalom, Israel. Peace be upon you. Now, what I want to talk about today is to rest in the Lord, to rest in YaHaWaH. Because, on the seventh day, he rested from all his works. He did all his works in the first 6 days. And on that seventh day, he rested. As it says in Genesis 2, it say, thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work. See, he worked on the seventh day. He ended his work on the seventh day, which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his works, which he had made. So a lot of people don't know that he worked. He actually worked 7 days. But on that seventh day is the day that he rested. And we want to enter into his rest. That's what he has promised us. Because on Hebrews chapter 3, it says, Hebrews chapter 3, verse 9, it says, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years, wherefore I was grieved with that generation and said, they do always err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they should not enter into my rest. Okay? So that rest that he's talking about is that rest that he rested on the seventh day. Chapter 4, verse 9, it says, there remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as God did his. So when we cease from our own works, we enter into his rest. Just like God entered into his rest. This is that same place. That same place. Because if you go up to verse 4, it says, verse 3. 4 and 3. For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said, as I swore in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest. Although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. From the foundation of the world, his rest was already finished. That place was already there. For he spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise. This is what he spoke on the seventh day. God did rest the seventh day from all his works. And in this place, again, if they shall enter into my rest. So that's the place that we're trying to get to. When we cease from doing our works and start to do the works of the Most High, that's his rest right there. So I wanted to go over this book of Psalms because we know that the Most High, he does not lie. He don't lie. That's one thing that he cannot do. And he made a promise. So you know that he's going to keep his promise. So that should hold you down. That should maintain your faith throughout and out. You should be strong and confident all the way into the end, because you know if you hold fast the faith all the way into the end, you will enter into his rest. And you shouldn't have to worry about anything. This is Psalms 37 right here. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. You know what their end is. And don't even trip on evildoers. If you are holding fast your faith all the way into the end, an evildoer shouldn't even change anything. It shouldn't change nothing. For they shall be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. He's promised us everlasting life. So why even worry about anyone that's just going to pass away, just like the wind? Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. If you trust in the Lord, and you going to do good. It's impossible not to do good if you trusting in him. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. So if you delight in the Lord, he's going to give you what you desire. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. See, rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wickedness devices to pass. It's people that sit up and they devise mischief. That's something that he hates. Don't even trip on it, because we know what their latter end is. You have to endure. One of the fruits of the Spirit is long suffering. So we have to suffer long. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. We shouldn't have to be mad for nothing, and we shouldn't have any wrath, because he said vengeance is his. We should be glad every day. We should be rejoicing. We should be thankful that we are not without the Lord. If we're with the Lord, it shouldn't be nothing that should make us mad, nothing that should make us angry. Even when we see people that's doing evilness and doing wickedness, it shouldn't make us sway one way or the next. Okay, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. So the ones that wait upon the Lord, they're gonna have everlasting life. That means that they're not going anywhere. The evildoers, they're gonna be like the grass that withereth. So the righteous are gonna inherit all the things that the wicked store up. The treasures of the wicked are stored up for the righteous. Okay. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, they shall diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. This is what the wicked do. It said right here that they sit up and plot on the just, on the right, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The Lord know when his day is coming, so he just laughing. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be the upright conversation. So our conversation is supposed to be upon the Lord. But we got people that draw out the sword, that's trying to kill, that's bending their bow, looking at the target, patiently following the target, just so they can stop the conversation of the righteous. Don't let them win. He's telling you right here what their game plan is. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of the riches of many wicked. So the riches of many wicked people, it does not compare to what we have, the little bit that we have. The arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. We in the last days. We in the last days, the evil times. But I'm not fretting because my inheritance is all nations. All nations. Okay? They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, but in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. It's the days of famine going on now. The famine is the lack of the word, the lack of the fruits of the spirit. It's a spiritual famine going on out here. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. See, the righteous, they showing this mercy. They showing the mercy that he's bestowed upon us. And we continue to do it. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not utterly be cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. The bread is the bread of life. You see what I'm saying? The righteous will never be forsaken, nor his seed, which is his children. They're not going to be begging bread because they're going to receive the bread of life. Our children are supposed to receive the bread of life from us. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. So this is describing the righteous right here. You don't know what righteous is? The righteous are the one that's speaking judgment. That talketh of judgment and speak of wisdom. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. Every step is gonna be firm. It's not gonna be on those slippery slopes because he is standing upon the word of the Lord. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him where he is judged. Wait upon the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressor shall be destroyed. Together the end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in a time of trouble. So we shouldn't have to worry about anything because he is our strength. And the Lord shall help him and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. We got to trust in him. You see what I'm saying? Like Daniel did. Daniel trusted in the Lord. Noah, he trusted in the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Job, he trusted in the Lord. And Job and Daniel, they wasn't able to save nobody but themselves. But if you trust in the Lord, you should not be moved. You should not be confounded. You won't be confounded. You see what I'm saying? It's not easy street. One of the fruits of the spirit is long suffering. We got to suffer long. We got to suffer long. I'm going to go over to Psalm 56. Because he's merciful for the ones that show themselves merciful to other folks. He's all merciful. Grace and mercy is what he's all about. That's what he abounds in. So we got to keep that in mind. Psalms 56. Be merciful unto me, O God, for man will swallow me up. He fighting daily oppressive me. My enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. He made us smallest among the heathen. So it's many that would love to swallow us up. Abraham was only 318 men, and he was able to conquer because he had the Lord. Every day, hold on. What time am I afraid? I will trust in thee. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. You hear that? They gather themselves together. That's why I needed this, because this speaks volumes. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. Shall they escape by iniquity? And thy anger cast down the people, O God. Thou tellest my wanderings. Thou put thou my tears in thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? When I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. In God I will praise his word. In the Lord I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. My vows are upon me, O God. I will render praises unto thee. That's my vow. For thou hast delivered my soul from death. Will not thou deliver my feet from falling? If he didn't deliver my soul from death, why won't he deliver my feet from falling? He definitely will. That I may walk before the God of the light of the living. Wow. That's powerful. All praise to the Most High. Shalom.